Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. We create awareness about our place in Africa. Savannah News TV. We are distinct, we are focused, we deliver top-notch news in Savannah News TV. Equitable reporting without fear or favor. Savannah News TV. Since a positive change for us and our environment is our aim. Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. Our CEO Prince Radekole Oluchimi Jacob. Savannah News TV. Immediately I'm a leading witness. Keep watching Savannah News TV. Like and subscribe to our page on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV.
Yeah, good morning. Thank God it's Friday. I'm talking to you live from Savannah News Television studio in Toronto, Canada. And as usual, we always celebrate our Friday with a big fish in our studio. And today being the 8th of July 2022, we have a very big fish in our studio this morning from Ondo State political arena, and narrowed down to Ondo South Senatorial District. I'm talking about a political juggernaut, one of the pillars of politics in the Ilaje and the Riverine. I'm talking about Prince Banji Okuomo. He was the former image maker of the Labour Party in Ondo State. And right now, he was the governorship aspirant in Ondo State and a very formidable force when it comes to politicking in Ondo State. And we'll be glad to have him on this studio this morning to throw more light on some issues lingering about Ondo State in general, and particularly narrow down to Ondo South Senatorial District. Good morning, Barrister Banji Okuomo.
Good morning, my brother Jab. I want to thank you for bringing me on board, and I also want to appreciate you for the good job that you right away from Toronto.
Oh, thank you. You are welcome, sir. You are live on Savannah News Television here in Toronto, and we are glad to have you on this studio this morning.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, going straight to the point, we want to talk about Ondo State Senatorial District, where we know that you are a voice from in that district when it comes to Ondo State politics. And right now we have an issue going on between the incumbent senator representing that area, which we know he is your very close friend. I'm talking about Senator Nicholas Tofuwomo, and the flag bearer of that senatorial district in person of His Excellency Agbola Ajayi. Please, what's your take about what is going on, the court issue and all the stuff?
Thank you very much. First and foremost, let me just make this as a point of correction. I am a former publicity secretary of the People's Democratic Party and not Labour Party.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
And I also want to say that the incumbent senator, Nicholas Tofuwomo, was his director general.
Wow.
Both before he became the candidate of the party and after he became the candidate of the party, I was very actively involved in the campaign leading to his election and the primary as well as the general election. And let me also make it soundly clear that I am also one of the veritable forces behind the candidacy of the current candidate of the PDP in Ondo Southern Senatorial District, in person of Chief Barrister Bola Ajayi. And I also want to say that without missing words, the 2023 senatorial election is in Ondo South. It's about Agbala Ajayi and nobody else. All the shenanigans ongoing, they are normal in politics. The only thing that sometimes makes one to pass some comment against some actions is that when some persons are acting funny. I see the incumbent senator as a man that is not, accepting the fact that God is the one that give it and the one that take it. Actually, we work for him to be there and is there today. We have also worked for another person who, by the special grace of God, is going to come in. Now, wanting to injunct the process of making a new senator in the area with the legal action, I want to tell you that such is not going to fly because, one, you cannot build something on nothing and expect it to stand. Nemo that word non-abent. You cannot give what you do not have. The incumbent senator is seeking an answer where he cannot get the answer. The people of Ondo Southern Senatorial District on the platform of the PDP at a well-attended, credibly held, primary election have chosen their choice. Yes, he was one of the contestants in the election, but the people said, no, we do not want you to proceed further from where we have given you. This position must go to another local government in line with the natural order which the people have keyed into and has now become part and parcel of the spirits of the people of the Ondo Southern Senatorial District. In Ondo Southern Senatorial District, we've had a steady formula of sharing position among the 6 local governments in that environment. Okay. And to the glory of God, it is the turn of SLDU, local governments, to produce the senator. And it was on the strength of which local government was favored that the other time we supported Tufoma and he became the candidate. The people of Ondo Southern Senatorial District, they know which local government is favored at every point in time. When it was the turn of Ileoluji to produce the senator, it was done. People defining all the calculations of other political parties, those political parties that did not obey the natural order, they fell victim of the result of the election and they lost the election. It was the political party which happens to be the PDP that produced the candidate from Ileoluji that succeeded in that election. Wow. In this one as well, I can tell you very authoritatively that the people of Ondo Southern Senatorial District are going to elect a senator from SL, the local government, and not Okitipu by local government. This is not as if it's central for any personality, but it has formed part of the spirit of the people. And that is what the historical school is talking about, when certain things are formed part of the behavioral pattern of the people. That is the law. That is the law of the people. The law of the people of Ondo South is that the 6 local governments each one must take its turn. It is the turn of SLDU to produce the senator in this coming election. And now, let me say, the internal wrangling being spearheaded by the incumbent senator is absolutely uncalled for. I expect him to accept defeat and to accept it in good faith. And again, I said it in one of my videos which I released before the primary election. The party which I belong, which is the PDP, cannot afford to feed a candidate who is physically incapacitated. It's a pity to say this. Right as we speak, the senator is sitting on crutches. We had accident together. And it should thank God, some of the persons we had accident together are already in the grave. He's lucky. He knows the terrain. He knows the terrain of Ondo Southern Senatorial District. He knows the terrain of Ilaje local government, for example. He knows the terrain of SL to local government. Ever since he has been elected, he has not touched any of these 2 local governments. not even in a local government that's even more tolerable, because of his present physical condition. I expect him to accept that God Almighty has spared his life in an accident. God Almighty has assisted him. He's spending 4 years in the Senate. And let me tell you one thing. How many people have the opportunity to be in the Senate, to be in the National Assembly? We all are in politics together. You are enjoying the mandate of the collective interest of the people. You are the only one out of the very many people in politics, and you are spending 4 years. You have attained an age in life. Other people who have not had the opportunity to be there, they are struggling to be there, and you are saying you want to continue when people say you cannot continue. And when again, nature has also not favored you under the present circumstance. You are physically unfit, and you want to serve on the people. So is he now saying that if, for example, God forbid, anything happens and he clinches the ticket of the PDP, who are the people that are going to work for him? The people who disapproved his candidacy at the primary election by not voting him. Is it those people that are going to vote for him again? He should know that you quit when the ovation is loudest. When the people say it is up for you to leave, quit when the ovation is loudest. But to resort to this shenanigan or legal shenanigan, giving the impression that there is a basis of your action, in the first place you are alleging felony. Are you in the position to say somebody has committed felony? What committed a perjury, sorry.
Prejudice.
That somebody has lied. Are you in the position to say it? You are not in the position to say somebody has committed perjury. What perjury is he talking about? What is the basis of the legal action? Number one, I have not seen any locus in his action. I have also not seen any legal basis. I have not seen any reasonability. And the sentiment of his action is excessive and avaricious proclivity for power, which is absolutely condemnable in politics. And I say that politicians should cultivate the habit of inculcating some morality in their action without necessarily always thinking that it is their interest that must be the basis. Somebody was talking about some people who were angry at one point in time when they lost election. Let me tell you one thing. If you don't want to be a member of a political party, quit that party. You can go and ventilate your anger on another platform. You cannot be in the system and be fighting that system. You cannot be a member of PDP and be fighting PDP. You cannot be a member of APC and be fighting APC. If you are at liberty to opt out of the party, if you are displeased with the programs of the party. And there was a time when I was displeased with certain action. I could not wait to stay in the party and be constituting nuisance within the party. I left the party. So if you are displeased with what has taken place or about the victory of another person that contested against you, you are at liberty to say, oh, you are leaving the party. But you cannot say you want to remain in the party and be instituting legal action against the party. I believe that the party organ at the national, at the state level, at the local government, and at the world level should take appropriate action to deal with anyone errant, especially at this critical time. The party is hustling to ensure they win the election. So, to me, I see Agbola Ajayi costing on to victory because one, it's a product of popular opinion. He didn't win the election because he had excessive money. He didn't win that election because he happens to be the richest. He won the election because he's popular, he's acceptable, his records are clean and clear, convincing and compelling as well as cogent. The people are happy with him. His record, his political records are appealing to the people of Ondo South Senatorial District, and that's why we voted. And let me tell you, those qualities are the qualities that will determine who is going to be the winner in the coming election. In the general election in Nigeria is going to be a disgrace against any ill-gotten wealth. It's not going to be determined by what money you have stolen, whatever means you have stolen the money. That's not what is going to determine that election. Because in that election, everybody will resort to his base. And local factors will come to play. Local factors in that how so well have you been viewed by the people in your area? How so good have the people looked at you? What has been your contribution to their growth? in Ondo Southern Senatorial District, the record of Agbola Ajayi, the records are there. The uncompleted Omotosho Power Plant project, which of course we are expecting any moment from now, that's in fact, which ought to have been completed. It was the initiative of Agbola Ajayi.
Wow.
He was a member of the House of Representatives.
Wow.
And many others. So those are the things we are looking at. You cannot come and be bragging that you're a billionaire. If you're a billionaire, what impact have you made to the environment where you come from? To what value the people have brought to you? Those are the things that will count in the election we are going to hold in 2023.
Okay.
Let anybody be bragging about money. Your money will be disgraced. You will be disgraced along with your money. Everything you have will be disgraced. If you do not have integrity, the people will not vote in that election. And I know God Almighty on the throne, the throne is some people. Anybody who has no good intention, who has no good policies and good programs, who will go to that position and make that position his own personal affair, or be getting from one place to another without looking back on the people. That kind of a person cannot be our senator by God's grace. The person who is going to be our senator is somebody who will offer leadership, provide leadership, and lead us to the next generation of politics where everyone will be able to have something to tap. And of course, that person will have the feedback mechanism to reflect on, to go back to the people and look at how to reach out to the people and do and affect the lives of the people positively. That is what we are going to vote for in 2023. And that is what I know that Agbola Ajayi represents. And to the senator who has gone to court, and it's your right to go to court, but you can don't disturb the public or the social media with your shenanigans by using some fake elements, idiotic personalities to be maligning names, to be destroying them. You do not need it. If you are fighting your opposition, it's understandable. But in the political party where you belong, if you choose to embark on that kind of act, I can assure you that we'll show you your way out of the party. If you are feeling too big for the party, you are not bigger than the party because the party elected you in the first place to be this candidate and sponsored you for that election, even when you did not have a dime and everybody supported you. This is the time of another person. We elected you on the threshold and on the strength of zoning, on the strength of the favored local government, and you have enjoyed the position for 4 years. You must allow another local government to enjoy it. So that's what I want.
Yeah, barrister. Please, what is the stand of the party now, PDP, against this issue? Because the PDP were on ground during the primaries, and they certified the primaries being fair and very okay. And this man did not even say anything, not until after months. And I brought in a lawyer here, a barrister here. He said 14 days time lapse is over, and they don't know the reason why Tofomo is now going to court. Is it an afterthought? And what is the position of the party, PDP in Ondo State, about this issue?
Well, such a question will go to the party, but all I know is that the party has submitted the name of the candidate, and the only name the party submitted is the name of Agbola Ajayi. No other name. Any other name is a side attraction. Any other name is counterfeit. Any other name is self-ascribed. And the party is focused at winning election. And I know that the party has been embarking on a number of activities to put things together and to ensure that it wins the coming election. So I have not seen any other thing that the party is doing outside of that. Then I, as a lawyer in waiting, I will only say that when the matter is in court, it will become sub judice for you to continue to comment on the legality of such action.
Yeah.
Because it lies within the power of the court to determine
We're having issues with the network. Nigerian issue with the network. We're still waiting for him. Yeah, barrister, we can hear you now. Are you on board now, barrister?
Yeah, when the matter has been constituted in court, such matter becomes subsidies for any discussion.
Discussion, yeah.
Though I'm aware that the matter has not been listed for hearing, but I'm aware that they filed the necessary notices. But the only thing I want to say is that, notwithstanding that we are waiting the decision of the court, as an aspiring lawyer, I know that I've examined the case and I have also seen some elements within that case which constitute equitable or barem judicata equitable, that a course of action we have been decided by any court of competent jurisdiction cannot be litigated by system courts on the same subject matter, especially because such matter
has been laid to rest.
Whichever way, whether positively or negatively, that's what we call autrefois acquit and autrefois convict. That is to say, the court must have taken a stand. Whichever way the court has taken a stand, such a matter, if it is being brought for litigation in another manner, the court will definitely come out to say, no, you are stopped from bringing this matter because it has constituted either res judicata if it's a civil trial, and if it's a criminal trial, it will constitute a double jeopardy, and such will become a bar on any party wanting to raise such matter in court for decision. But sometimes, people will still want to explore opportunity that they have the legal right to challenge an action. But all I know is that there must be an end to litigation, and that is the principle of law, that there must be an end to litigation for any matter we have been decided before now. It cannot be brought back to the court because you cannot continue to waste judicial time. The court is not a Father Christmas, and the court is not a place for frivolities. And the court is not a place where anybody can go any manner of thing for the court to adjudicate. We are not in the era of technicality. We are in the area of justiciability of action. We are looking at justice in action. We are not looking at technicality. So what the man is seeking is technicality, and I don't think he's going to get it. So that's what I can see ultimately.
Thank you very much, the barrister in making. Actually, we don't have any doubt in our mind that you're going to be a very good human rights lawyer. By going with your past antecedents and your oratory prowess. Having said that, you see, the going now in those is that the opposition are saying they are going to spend money. They are going to spend money. And here you are supporting Agboola Ajayi. According to you, you said because of equity, it is the time of SLDO. That is one. You said two, character. That is a man of his words. But now the other person in the other side, the opposition, he's saying he's boasting that he's a billionaire and he's ready to roll out money because we knew what he did during the primaries. It was the issue of money that gave him the victory.
Let me cut in. This is not the first time that the so-called billionaire is contesting election. He has been contesting election and he's been losing. He has never won any election in our area. If he has been winning election.
Wow. Oh, network again. Still coming back. Network is, I'm enjoying this network again, but we still come back. I think it's back. Okay, we can hear you now. Please just repeat yourself again, barrister.
I've just said that the so-called billionaire as a candidate of the APC, this is not the first time he's contesting election. He has been contesting election. He has contested election more than 5 times. He has never won any one election.
Wow.
Agboola Ajayi, with what God has given him, he has been elected councillor. He has been elected chairman of local government. He has been elected House of Representative member. He has become the chairman House Committee on NDDC. He has been elected deputy governor of Ondo State, and he has also now been elected a candidate of the PDP. He is not an imposed candidate. He won a credible primary election, unlike the case of APC, where it was a case of imposition in our senatorial district. And I can tell you that the election is not about braggadocio of money. What is money? Money, yes, money is going to play a factor, but then the totality of what you make a candidate win the election is totality of money and other factors that are salient and very, very material and very relevant and positive to the chances of anybody winning the election. So Boasting that they were going to mark money for money. Who is a weakling? Nobody is a weakling in this election.
Yeah.
The 2023 election is the view of Yago. We are not going to give APC a chance in Nigeria. The APC is up to leave the stage. They've had a very horrible tenure. The 8 years of APC in Nigeria is a tenure of Donald Trump, a tenure of poverty, a tenure of absolute degrading of humanity and killings here and there. You know, we can't. There are a number of things to be said of this. Today, in Nigeria, poverty is the second denominator of every household. So nobody is thinking APC in the margin election, where what everyone is talking about is change of power and is going to permeate from top down.
Okay.
And it's also going to scale up from the grassroots to the top. We in the Ondo Southern Senatorial District, we have nothing to show. We have nothing to say that this government has given us in the last 8 years. There's nothing to show. I am from Ilage local government. In fact, it is a pity. I've come from a local government producing oil, which constitutes the mainstay of our economy in Nigeria, and which also qualifies from those states as an oil producing state, and also qualify on those south as an oil base of the state. What do we have to show for it? Nothing. The place is recklessly abandoned. Nothing to show. Nothing in our area. No project in Okitipupa. No project in Irili. No project in Odibo. No project in Ilaje. No project in SLD. Nothing to show. And you want us to repeat that government? Nobody will give room for APC. APC has no ground. The only thing they have been doing in isolated election is for them to mobilize all their strength and powers of manipulation to manipulate election. That is in the case of isolated election. This election is a general election. Everybody will resort to his base, and I can tell you that it's not going to be a rule for the APC. And we'll give them a run in this election, and we'll ensure that we match them with all our paratime at our disposal to ensure their defeat in the coming election.
Yeah, I think Barrister, you are from Ilaje, and Ilaje happens to be one of the highest donor of votes during the election. And some leaders in Ilaje, they have been boasting that they're going to cage you during that election. They're going to cage you, and your voice will not be heard, and you won't be able to mobilize.
Those leaders that are boasting, the people are going to ask them to bring what they have to the table. The people are going to ask them, where is their own road project? The PDP road projects, they are there in the local government. The road connecting Ilaje local government to the rest of the world, I mean, Igbokoda, Ayeto, Igbokoda, Ibumla Road, Igbokoda, Iran.
Oh my God. Network issue is still coming back. Yeah? Yeah, go ahead. Oh.
Hello. Jam, are you there?
Yeah, your camera is off. Your camera is off. On your camera. Your camera is off. My audience cannot see you. Yeah, your camera is off. Comrade.
Can you see me now?
No, we can't see you now. Your camera is still off. Check your phone, check your device. Your camera is still off. Oh my God. Oh my God. Your camera is still off.
Guys?
No, your camera is still off, Barrister. Okay, you're on now. Your camera is on now. Yeah.
Yes. I said, and I'm going to repeat myself, the people of Ilaje local government are going to ask those leaders that are boasting to bring to the table what they have in stock or as a point of reference to make the people now consider them for an opportunity again. Because we can point at those projects, those enduring legacious projects that the PDP handled in that environment, like the road project connecting Igbokoda to the River Line and connecting Igbokoda to Araromi. All these roads were constructed under the PDP government. Now, under this government of APC, the people cannot point at one single project. There were a number of housing projects that were were embarked upon and completed under the PDP in the devastated communities of Ilaje.
Wow.
The PDP impacted those areas, but in this present government, not a single housing project has been done. Not the usual footbridges, which used to be a perennial project of our area. This government up to now has not done any. Osopadek under the present government is completely dead. All we know is human representation in Osopadek without manifesting physical projects in the area. Osopadek has no project. This is the first time in the history of our people that all we read about is the amounts that the government of Ondo State collects on a monthly basis as a result of 30% oil derivation for. We read it only on the pages of newspaper and we read it in the social media, but all this have not been equated with a single project by Osopade. But this is the first time in the history of our people that Osopade will not have any project or any contract published on paper for people to bid for projects. This is the first time. This is the first time Osopade's chairman will not even leave Akure. We only still complain that he does not know what is the river because he has no money to go and use to develop the area. This is Osopade under the tutelage of the governor, his wife, and his son. This is a system where all the people who were part of the people criticizing the previous government have turned out they are now caught in their webs because they are members of the current party. They are not saying anything, and our people are dying. The people of the Nigerian local government are wallowing in abject penury, notwithstanding the fact that they say, oh, we are giving you deputy governor. The deputy governor cannot buy. In fact, it cannot buy. The deputy governor cannot go to Ilaje today and say, hey, I'm calling on my people to vote APC because the people know that it's not bringing anything back home. So we are in a crying situation, crying within me. It pains me to my marrow when I look at it that this government deliberately and consciously has been depriving my people of this. I feel pain, I feel touched, and I'm worried that we can continue like this. We cannot continue like this because those who make people change impossible automatically make violent change inevitable. I'm foreseeing a reprisal of the proletariat, the working class, the downtrodden, the oppressed people who are being oppressed by the bourgeoisie, the tiny oligarchy power, who are using the wealth of the people to fight the people. We cannot continue like this in our land. The time has come to call for a peaceful revolutionary intervention. I'm not after violent revolution. I'm after peaceful revolution. The people must take to the streets to protest the non-performance of the government in power. The people must take to the streets to ask the government to give their stewardship. The people must come to the streets with their voters card to vote out all these marauders in power. This is the time that it has to be done now. We cannot continue.
Yeah, thank you, Barrister. Your parting words in just a minute to the people of Ondo South Senatorial District. Your parting words, and you know that that district have been in darkness for the past almost a decade now. So your parting words to them towards the next general election.
What I want to tell our people in Ondo Southern Senatorial District, a man of destiny will not die until he accomplishes his destiny. Agbola Ajayi has been one of the beginners of the vision that there must be electricity in the Southern Senatorial District by ensuring the award of projects which is in Omotosho, which has not been concluded because this project, it was initiated when he was a member of the House of Reps, and not just a member, but the chairman of the committee. You all know the duty of the legislator, but with that notwithstanding that he was a legislator, he ensured that the project was awarded, and it was awarded. The only thing that is not there now is the political will to ensure its completion. The man who started that vision will definitely complete it. The people of Ondo South have been suffering in darkness for almost 15 years now. They have been in darkness. I know that the only way out is for us to have the right political synergy and right political effort, because it's about political effort, to ensure federal government's attention in bringing electricity to that area. It can only be achieved when you have a visionary leader who has done it before and who can still do it again, to go back there and represent the people. To represent the people and not to represent the bourgeoisie. We need a person who will go there to represent the proletariat and not the bourgeoisie. We don't want a senator that will go there that will only be junketing from Greece to Spain, from Spain to Japan to the United States, from the United States to Colorado to France, here and there. That is not the kind of senator a senator will want is a senator that will sit on the federal government of Nigeria to devote the resources being made from the area and return same to the area for the development of the land. That is the kind of senator we need, and that is in Agbola Ajayi, and I know that is an achiever in that regard. He has done it before and he will do it again. So that's my message. In the coming election, let us rally down Agbola Ajayi, support him. If he will do well, he will do it. That is my stand.
Thank you very much, Comrade Banji Okuomo. I know I can see comments from all over the world commending your oratory prowess on this issue. And again, from this studio, we say congratulations to you for your graduation of being called to the bar, becoming a lawyer in the Supreme Court of Nigeria. Thank you very much, comrade, for your time.
Thank you, my brother John. Thank you.
Yeah, gentlemen and ladies, you see, we just finished with our guest, Comrade Banji Okuomo. He was the scribe of the PDP in Ondo State, and you can see that he has done justice to questions thrown at him, and he has explained everything about the Ondo South Senatorial District politicking, and I'm sure you all have really enjoyed one or two things from this great man of repute. He was part of the people. He was the general of the campaign that brought in Senator Nicholas Tofugumo to the Senate, and he is saying now that it's not the time of Ileliji again for Senate. That on equity he stands. That Odo is the only local government that have not tasted direct chamber since the inception of democracy in Nigeria. And we have 6 local governments in Ondo South, and all other local governments have done. Even some have even done twice. And this is a local government that has not even tasted it at all. And that is the reason why he is throwing his weight behind the candidate of His Excellency Agbola Ajayi to go to the Red Chamber to represent Ondo South Senatorial District. And instead of character, instead of antecedents, I will just for the first time, even knowing that it was Agbola Ajayi that brought in the Omotosho National Grid that supposed to be providing power to the Ondo South Senatorial District that had been in darkness for close to 15 years. And he said he's the one that brought the template. And it's up to now it's uncompleted because it's an NDDC project that if it gets to the Senate, definitely we are going to be sure of having constant power supply for Ondo South Senatorial District. At this junction, I will say I'll call it a day, and I will say thank God it's Friday to all my viewers across the world. Just tread carefully, be careful, enjoy yourself, and stay out of trouble. From this end, I say good morning.
Like and subscribe to our page on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV. Tune in and watch Savannah News TV. We are live. Savannah News TV. We create awareness about our place in Africa. Savannah News TV. We are distinct, we are focused, we deliver top-notch news in Savannah News TV. Equitable reporting without fear or favor. Savannah News TV. To say positive change for us and our environment is our aim. Savannah Savannah News TV. Our CEO Prince Brade Konde, Olu Jimmy Jaffa Savannah News TV. When I'm a living witness to watching Savannah News TV. Like and subscribe to our page on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Savannah News TV.